Hey guys, it is MattySports bringing you my 2014 NCAA March Madness Men's Basketball Tournament predictions. As you all know, I did college football predictions week by week, and I enjoyed doing those, and I thought since March Madness is around, and I believe tomorrow starts the second round, a couple of the first round games have already been played, thought I'd go ahead and show you guys my brackets, and I'm kind of displaying this on TV, so it's kind of all close up, which is pretty nice. So here we go with the first game of Florida versus Albany. I'm not going to explain why I picked these teams. I'm just going to say the teams. So I like Florida over Albany. I like Pittsburgh over Colorado. I like VCU over Stephen F. Austin, although I kind of want to pick Stephen F. Austin maybe at the last second, but I'm still going to stick with VCU. I like UCLA over Tulsa. I like Ohio State over Dayton. I like Syracuse over Western Michigan. I like New Mexico over Stanford. I like Kansas over Eastern Kentucky. Now heading down to the, I believe the East region. I like Virginia over Coastal Carolina. I like Memphis over George Washington, although I might flip my pick on that. I like Harvard over Cincinnati for an upset of 12 over 5. I like Michigan State over Delaware. I like North Carolina over Providence. I like Iowa State over North Carolina Central. I like UConn over St. Joe's. And I like Villanova over Milwaukee. Now, go ahead and scroll on down here, move down here to the Midwest. I like Michigan over Wofford, Texas over Arizona State, Duke over Mercer. I like UMass over the winner of the round 1 game, although I might flip that if Tennessee wins. So, and that game hasn't been played yet, so if Tennessee wins, I'll probably switch that for Tennessee to beat UMass. I like Louisville over Manhattan. I like NC State over St. Louis after NC State beat Xavier last night. I like Kentucky over Kansas State. And I like Wichita State over the winner of the game that's playing tonight. Next, in the West region, I like Wisconsin over American. I like Oregon over BYU. I like Creighton over Louisiana Lafayette. I like Baylor over Nebraska. I like San Diego State over New Mexico State. I have another 12-5 upset here with North Dakota State over Oklahoma. I like Oklahoma State over Gonzaga. And I like Arizona over Weber State. Now moving on to the round of 32. It's kind of already in the center, so I'll just leave it here again. I like, or actually leave it right here. I like Oklahoma State over Arizona in the upset. I like San Diego State over North Dakota State. I like Creighton over Baylor. I like Wisconsin over Oregon. I like Wichita State over Kentucky, although I'm not sure on that game. I might switch. I feel like Kentucky could pull the upset, but I'm still going to stick with the Shockers. I like Louisville over NC State. I like Duke over UMass or Tennessee. Doesn't matter who they play. So I like Duke in that. I like Michigan over Texas. Now moving back along over here. I like Villanova over UConn. I like Iowa State over North Carolina. Although I really like North Carolina. I think they're really good, but I just think Iowa State will be too much. I like Michigan State over Harvard. And I like Virginia over Memphis. Now moving on up here. Now it shows here I like Kansas over New Mexico, but I'm going to switch this. I actually think New Mexico will win this, so another upset. So I like New Mexico over Kansas. I like Syracuse over Ohio State. I like UCLA over VCU. And I like Florida over Pittsburgh. Now moving on to the Sweet 16. I like Florida over UCLA. I like Syracuse over Kansas, New Mexico when they play, because I still think New Mexico will beat Kansas. Moving down here. I like Michigan State over Virginia, and I like Iowa State over Villanova. Now moving back over to this side of the bracket, I like Duke over Michigan. I like Louisville over Wichita State. And I like Wisconsin over Creighton, and I like San Diego State over Oklahoma State. Now it's the Elite Eight, or pretty much going to the Final Four of who will win these Elite Eight games. I like Wisconsin over San Diego State. I like Louisville over Wichita State. So that side of the Final Four is determined. Louisville over Duke for the Elite Eight. I like Iowa State over Villanova. This is going to the Final Four. My bad. I like Michigan State over Iowa State. And I like Florida over Syracuse. So now into the Final Four. You guys can already see the champion because of the way this is set up. But I like Michigan State over Florida, and I like Louisville over Wisconsin. So that I think the championship game will be between Michigan State and Louisville, as you can see right here. And for the championship game, I like Michigan State to win it, as you can see at the Spartan icon. I like Michigan State because although they didn't have that great of a record in terms of what kind of team they are, Their two best players were injured for part of the season, but they're all full and healthy, so I think because of that, Michigan State will win. So anyway, guys, let me know what you guys think of my whole bracket predictions. Leave a comment down below what you think. Maybe tell me what your bracket was. I'm interested to know. But anyway, guys, this has been Matty Sports. I hope you have enjoyed this bracket I did, and I'm excited for the tournament. I hope you all watch, and let the madness begin. See you guys later.